Shalom, mashlomcha.
Hello,
Akol Paseda?
are you British?
Yeah, you're from Israel?
I am from Hungary and I support Israel. I am a Zionist and I'm looking for people to have a discussion about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Do you have any comment on that topic?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, you seem very, very serious, but it's okay. So are you in Hungary now? Or are you in Israel?
I am in Hungary. I use VPN and I put myself to Israel.
Ah, right.
What do you
Cool.
think about the topic? Do you support Israel or do you support Palestine?
Well, that's a good question because obviously I don't treat this situation like some kind of sport, a bit like supporting a football team. Do you know what I mean? Um, but if you really want, I mean, are you like a journalist or something, or you just kind of?
I am collecting informations and doing debates with people.
That's okay. That's cool. Do you speak Hebrew as well?
I learned Hebrew, yes.
Cool. Well, I'll tell you my situation, right? You might find it, maybe you'll find it interesting, maybe
Please.
not. Um, so, about 30 years ago, I used to live in Eilat. You've ever heard of a place called Eilat?
Eilat in Israel? Yes, next to the Red Sea.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I used to, I went there because now I'm like 54 years old. I went there, I was 24 years old, and I went there to work as a chef in a big hotel there called the King Solomon. And To be honest, because I didn't really pay much attention at school, I went to Israel completely blind and didn't even know it was the Jewish state. But when I was there, I learned a lot and I really fell in love with the place. Didn't agree with all of their politics because they're kind of heavy handed with the Palestinians and stuff, but I understand their reasons for this. Um, and yeah, I ended up getting a Jewish girlfriend. Went back to UK, got married, but then unfortunately, after a short time, we split up and everything. And to be honest, I cut myself off from Israel for a long time. But ever since October the 7th and when I saw the missiles hitting Iran, I don't understand why. I feel like I have some kind of emotional attachment to Israel. Um, so that's me really. So I suppose, yeah, you could say that I do support Israel. But obviously, it makes me sad when you see what's going on in Gaza at the same time, if that makes sense.
Okay, completely understand, and I'm happy that you share these things. I
Yeah.
see that you're pro-Israeli, but you also focus on. You also want the Gazans to have a good life as well. This is what I understood.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm completely on your side. I also don't like to see what's going on Gaza.
yeah,
But the issue is that, in fact, I think we both agree that this is a war that
yeah,
not Israel started. This is a war that Hamas started. And they knew that they don't have the chance to win any war against such a big and powerful army like the IDF.
yeah,
And they knew that the IDF will retaliate. But this is their goal, because from their side, they want more people, as much people die on their side, as much civilians in Gaza to die as possible, because they want to show to the world that hey, Israel is killing so many children, so many people. So this is how they would like to win the sympathy of the world. So this was their goal from the beginning. They use these
yeah,
people as human shields. And what I think in Gaza, Hamas needs to be eliminated. It's a terrorist organization because the people in Gaza deserve a better life. But as long as Hamas stays in power, they have no chance for a brighter future. So Israel needs to eliminate Hamas. Israel needs to bring back the hostages who are still in Gaza. And then,
yeah,
in some way, they need to find a way to create a more democratic government that can run Gaza. This is what I think. So I support the Israeli army to finish with Hamas as soon as possible. At the same time, I feel really sorry about the civilian casualties, but I think these casualties are not dying purposely. Uh, Israel is not killing people purposely because Israel is dropping leaflets or sending SMS or text messages, calls to the people of Gaza that, hey, we will attack at this point. But many of them stay, or Hamas don't want them to leave the area, so their life is endangered by Hamas. Hamas is the source of all evil in Gaza, and I think Hamas and other terrorist organizations needs to be removed so the Palestinian people can also have a good life after all. And I support the two-state solution. I would have no issue with that as long as the Palestinian people stop doing terror attacks and start to accept the fact that the Jews are there. And once they are capable to live side by side with each other, then I have no problems with the Palestinian state. But unfortunately, the problem is that the Palestinians don't want to live together with the Jews. They want all the Jews to get out, and they want all the territory for themselves. And that's an issue, because with this mindset, there will never be peace. What do you think?
Yes, I mean, it's been going on for a very long time, and it is very, very complicated. I mean, I think your explanation of it is quite accurate, but it's like really complex and many different views. So the thing is, when they say they're going to eliminate Hamas, I'm sure I would love to see the end of Hamas, because I used to actually when I lived in Israel, I lived for a short time in Tel Aviv, and at the time, this was going back in 1995, and it was quite common for the Hamas to like blow up a bus, like suicide bomber.
Right.
And I used to be like really scared getting on the buses, because
Right.
maybe it's going to happen. So yeah, that's me. The thing that there seems to be a lot more aggression with the Jewish settlers. About the Jewish settlers in the West Bank.
Yes, in the West Bank is divided to Area A, Area B,
Yeah.
and Area C. Area A is for the Arabs. Area B is both Arab and Israeli. And in Area C, that's the Israeli control. And there are Jewish settlements in Area C. This has been also signed by the Palestinian Authority in the Oslo Accords. Although I heard that there are some aggressive steps also by the settlers. I need to say that if there is any aggressive action from any side, even from Jewish side, I condemn it. I think it's not okay. Yeah. But we also see these actions from the Palestinians. And I think this is an endless circle.
To me, it feels like, because I've noticed that the military seem to be in support of the settlers, almost like Bibi is maybe wanting them to do this to try and get them out of the West Bank, almost like an ethnic cleanse type thing. But who knows? Like I said, it's a very complicated situation, and nobody really knows the solution.
Yeah, it's because of in Area C, the settlements are not illegal. They can build Jewish settlements in Area C. This has been also signed by the Palestinians, so it's not illegal. Yeah. As long as it's not illegal and signed by the Palestinians, I don't see issue with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Anyway, listen, I've got to go, man. I've got to do something. Yeah. So thanks for the conversation and good luck.
Good conversation.
All right. Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you very much. All right. Okay.
Take care.
Bye-bye.